All right, welcome back. So, yeah, as I kind of expected would happen, this is very much a difficult thing to get. The correct ratios to get this ball bearing. But we are starting to produce both all splitters, undergrounds, and regular belts. Go ahead and dump what we can. We can go ahead. Probably do something like this. So we have some place to place our unused or our, extra reds. Western chest of reds. Which we could kind of do essentially the same with the others. We might be fine doing our requester chest. Really, we don't have just slightly outside of the slightly outside. Okay, that should handle things. Yeah, we definitely don't need nearly as much. Do we have a box out here that essentially does that? I think so. Let's go ahead and just start dumping a lot of this stuff. Because we really don't need all of it. Okay. I'm definitely liking that we're starting to replace a lot of this. Now, we probably still want to hold on to some red belts. There's definitely a few spots that we might want to consider upgrading to the better belts. Go ahead, remove this lock here. Slowly starting to pull away, which is good. Good to see. Now this might be a spot where we want to upgrade. I don't know. We'll kind of see where it could benefit us the most to have blue belts. Not really sure. Okay, so what were we talking about that we wanted to look at getting next? I think it was the assembly machine 4's. So aluminum plates, brass gear wheels, steel bearings, and electronic circuit boards. Now, I don't know, do we leave a lot of space in here? We kind of did. It's a fair amount of space. So we could definitely set this up. So we need steel bearings. We do have steel. This does require both, so we'll have to do something kind of like this to separate out the steel. Like, not that we couldn't do it with the... Not that we couldn't do it, like, with both, but why occupy part of the belt with it? Just doesn't really make sense. I'm essentially just going to do that. Keep this simple. I don't really need a lot of these things. I don't need more than one of these to get the job done. All right, let's break steel bearing balls. Let's make that. We're gonna need to just wrap this around. Okay, so now we need brass gear wheels and aluminum. Aluminum is probably going to be the toughest one, just because, yeah, there's really not an easy way for us to get that over to here. Let's see. Could just do this, and that's probably what we're going to have to do. Because the northern route is kind of not ideal. Okay, that's probably as far as we're going to be able to get without me actually physically going over there. Now, this could probably... go something like this. Right now. Let's these away. Let's Put that in there. Let's get this, get these gear wheels over here first. These bugs are getting really large. Like, I mean, I think that's about the standard size bug. This thing is ginormous. Thankfully, they don't seem to be having very much luck yet. I don't know, and like I know the mod makes them like evolve a lot more. Where am I going? Oh shoot, I think I passed it. Didn't I? Here. Sorry, I got a little distracted. I thought it was a little farther south than what it was. Let's do maybe about there. Go in there. Alright, all we're missing now is the aluminum, which is going to be really fun to get over here. Yeah, I have a feeling something to do with the iron is going to be sort of our top priority. As far as upgrading the belts. I still like the idea of holding on to reds for right now, just because they are kind of the more important thing. Okay, let's grab something like... Shoot. Where is the stone? Okay. Really? Darn. Worst part is that you accidentally pick up. You end up picking up everything that was on the belt. What is going on? Going on. Okay. We're definitely gonna need... Oh, shoot. Darn it. Definitely gonna need more belts. The only problem is I don't really have anything up here to collect belts. Well, I guess I do have some belts still in there. So let's go ahead, do that for now. Oof. And that's rough. Okay. Going from the speed that we're going to a snail's pace every time you hit. Okay, these guns probably don't need to be here anymore. I think they're relatively, and this is a relatively safe area. It's not perfect, obviously. If the bugs somehow managed to break through this southern wall, they could easily just get up into here. It's kind of like our Italy soft underbelly area. And we're out. Okay, that's not good. Alright, do we have any chest? Yeah, we don't really... Alright, so what I'm kind of thinking is first we're going to get rid of anything we don't really need. And we grab some of these blue belts, start upgrading some of the apparently we don't actually have any blue undergrounds or blue splitters. We'll try and upgrade essentially anything that is related to iron or steel production. Since those are clearly the things that we need the most of. We don't really have a whole lot of... We don't have a whole lot of blue belts. Obviously, we're still producing, and we still need to produce a lot more. But that is a start. Okay. Now, we could save on some, and we might. Sorry, this isn't the most entertaining thing. It's just... it's part of the game. You gotta... sometimes you just gotta suffer through this more monotonous side of the game to really be able to progress. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about covering this one patch up here. Ooh. Okay, it's just a wall. That's fine. Haven't heard that noise in quite a while, so that kind of surprised me. All right. We now have aluminum. Go ahead, get rid of this, we can go ahead and place all of this onto its own belt. Excellent. We now have level 4 assembly machines, or assembly machine, yeah, assembly machine 4s. So we can go ahead and switch this over to assembly machine 4s. Grab some of those. We're going to go ahead and start dumping as much of this stuff away as we can. Anything else? So we're definitely going to go ahead and start upgrading anything that has to do with this, with the assembly machine production. Next, we're going to go ahead and upgrade any steel production. So the only problem with doing more of, or the better assembly machines, is they do use up more power. That is the one downside to upgrading things. But I think it's more than worth it. We should definitely do something kind of like this. Hate when you go a little too fast and then you end up picking up what you meant to put in there. Okay. Is there anything else we would need to do? Not particularly. We've gotten a lot of stuff done, so I think the next thing is going to be doing the next science. So we do have blue transport belts, which is definitely important. We're going to need those. Let's go ahead and replace these. Now, as far as replacing the red belts with blue belts, I'd like to, but I don't think we have the material at the moment to justify fully switching over. Really the blue belts that we just don't have enough of. Alright, so as far as other assembly machines go, we don't desperately need to have any. Everything that we have so far is more or less all we need. These might be worth upgrading. Maybe that one as well. Though that one's a little less necessary. We could actually use better. better belts over here. And like in the case of this, it makes sense to just keep this as red for right now. Now, later on, we could decide to change that, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, excellent. So we're in a fairly good position at this point. This we might want to consider. Switching these. Which I can't just... absolutely hate that I can't just do this. Remove these so it's not placing a bunch of stuff in there. You... Keep's sake. Alright. We need a chest that I can place some stuff into. For now. Let's go with the electric furnaces, since these will more or less be the correct size that we need. We can roll back on that. Yeah, that's the only sort of problem with... kind of figured that was not gonna work, so let's just stick with the red. Not that we really need to do that anyways. What was I saying? I don't even remember. Alright. Let's dump as much of this stuff as possible. Need to dump the solder. These are definitely ones that we are going to want to upgrade. Same over here. Probably same with all these. As well as the red circuit boards that are in the Factorio. We're gonna want. Okay. Why are we having trouble? What seems to be the problem now? So I'm not really sure what the next sort of step is going to be. I know, like, I keep forgetting to change the text. What is the problem? Steel bearing balls. We don't have any steel. Okay. Is there a particular reason? Okay. No, we're not suffering power problems. Oh. What is going on? We're out of the mineral catalyst because... How the hell did that stuff get, That's weird. Okay, well. We should be fine now. All this stuff is backed up. That's why it's not moving. So that's fine. Yeah, I really wish that we could... I wish we didn't have to worry about these mineral catalysts, because essentially our entire production just relies on these, on the mineral catalyst. Run out of mineral catalyst and everything shuts down, essentially. Alright, so I suppose the question is, could we or should we do a second line of mineral catalyst? Do we have the... It feels like everything is kind of backed up right now. So maybe we wait a little bit just to see how things shake out. But we might want to consider getting a second line of these. All right. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I'll connect things up. We got some crystallizers. Do we not have passive provider chest for the... No, we don't. Interesting. Alright, so it's going to take a little while for that steel to come in. Let's go ahead, continue to get things set up over here. Do we have any more crystallizers? Don't believe we do. Definitely a little more than I would have preferred, but okay. Seems like that's doing okay. Let's see here. So we need mineral sludge, which is being produced here. Now, we have a few options with this. I like the idea of keeping these guys sort of on their own separate lines, kind of. Just to help with supply issues, I suppose. Okay. Grab you will essentially wrap you around the same way. I am almost out of actual red belts. I think this is something I'm going to do sort of in between episodes, but thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.